Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, last time, I finished up the second day for the trial for Maya. Alright, let's just hop right in and continue the game. Now, I have no clue what this could hold in store for me. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., detention center visitors room. So it seems like, oh, I was expecting Phoenix to visit Maya. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Well, to be honest, you kinda deserve to be in here, April. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May? Honestly, I don't care. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Go ahead, ask the question, Phoenix. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? No need to insult his hair. Like, I know it's bad, but still. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. He doesn't look scared. He looks like he always does. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be totally whacked? Yeah, I'm just wondering how she managed to be so insane. To be perfectly honest. Like, there's no way someone who's clearly as luxurious as April managed to get so messed up in the head normally. Like, through living a normal childhood or anything. Alright, let's talk to her. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Alright. I'm gonna try and learn more information about him. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Please, stop trying to make advances on Phoenix. It really weirds me out. And I'm not even the one you're making moves on, technically speaking anyways. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Yeah, it honestly is. I'm pretty sure it's only, like, legal whenever it's government ordered. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only time it's ever legal in terms of the eyes of the law. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. How am I the one being creepy? How is Phoenix the one being creepy? If anything, you're being more creepy towards Phoenix than what he is to you. This woman is impossible to talk to. And you're telling me? I mean, come on. At least Mia and Maya are actually sane to talk to, for the most part. Say, why are you so angry? Probably because he's, prison, and also clearly deranged or bipolar or something. I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Come on, she made multiple unwanted advances towards you, Phoenix. Of course she's a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. No need to go that far and that harsh with the insults. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Most likely against all lawyers. Alright, that's all the things I can do. I'm gonna present this to her. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Okay. can't examine anything in the room that I haven't already examined. So let's move to a different area. Let's go to Co. Law Offices. The next area I'm going to try and explore is the hotel. September 7th, Co. Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave the place a working over. I doubt there's any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Alright. Let's examine everything. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Let's examine her desk. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Alright, seems like it's just the same dialogue options as before. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. You couldn't cram any more legal books in there even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of these files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna try and... Speaking of missing files, I'm gonna try and search the thinker statue whenever I get done. The sky's so blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Alright, let's examine this. Wait, actually, you know what? I gotta try and find a way to examine the thinker statue. Seems like I can't. Alright, let's move to the hotel, since that's the only place I haven't searched yet. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only, help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Yes, our reputation will swell as a hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can change a premium for the room. Of course, it will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you're our honored guest. Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Honestly, I can't think of anything right now. Alright, I'm gonna ask about the man with Miss May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Well, that is both... I guess I can be taken as both literal and metaphorical in both senses of the word. At the same time, by the way. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. Well, to be honest, he is both literally and metaphorically a lady killer, if I'm being honest. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. Yeah, I don't think you want to be comparing yourself to a literal murderer. I don't think you want to be comparing yourself to that, bellboy. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Well, I guess he is a little bit deranged, but he just doesn't give off the kind of vibes of killer, you know? If you had a photo of that man, I'm sure I could have identified him. A photo? Alright, Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir, not to boast, but the moment I knew the moment I saw her, she'd do it. I said, do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Honestly, yeah, my suspicions on him severely skyrocketed after that one sentence. Oh my god. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. I don't think that should be the proper place. I don't think that should be the proper subtitle you would really want. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Honestly, just ditch the concept of a subtitle for the hotel altogether. For the pure fact that you're most likely going to come up with the weirdest things possible. Okay, that's all of the stuff I could present him with in terms of dialogue. Alright, all I have is the Grossberg Law Office. That painting is gone. September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again, maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. There's a photo. Let's grab that. Okay, a solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Okay, let's grab this photo. What's this? Old photos? There are two laying here. Something's been written in pencil on the back. DL6. Incident. Exhibit A. DL6. Incident. Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Alright. That's not the murderer. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss this one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. I'm gonna take the other photo, too. A photo lies on the desk. Yeah, swap it, because I know that's the photo of the murderer. Because I saw him in, Mai's office. Okay, let's go back to the hotel. And present the bellboy with the photo. Okay. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm not a lawyer. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. I kinda do, because there are some things I wanted to say that would make me sound cool to some degree. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Have him write it. Okay. Well, sure, why not? Yes. I've always wanted to write down an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Hurry up and write it down. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not to mention Miss May can play dumb about this. Alright. Let's move over, let's go to the detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, it's my fault now. So you don't just have spiky hair. You also have a spiky heart. Hey, please just stop hating on Phoenix. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Honestly, that is pretty reasonable by now. Okay, let's present this to Phoenix. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man he checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. I'm gonna push her hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. If indeed, that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this to the press. What? Even with Even though he should have been witness to the murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with this reputation. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Honestly, kind of is right now. Are you pumping your fists in the air? Got a little too excited there, Phoenix. Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red Wright? I remember the name White. He was the guy who ruined the reputation of Mia and Maya's mom. Red Wright. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. What do you mean, end up like her? Do you mean Mia? It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Just tell me. Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Alright, sorry about that. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Alright, let's go. Bellboy's affidavits discarded. Okay, let's go. To Blue Corp. I don't know what this looks like. That's the painting from that detective agency. September 7th, Blue Corp Inc., CEO's office. Alright. What's with this surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me to contact with the elite of the elite. Yeah, I know what a CEO is, Mr. White. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordly challenge. What a fruitcake. Whoa! No need to use that kind of language. Holy crap. Whoa. I wasn't expecting that to be thrown around. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would like to come meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Okay, let's talk. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? She clearly is. Correct. She was my secretary. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. You mean what you have done? What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It was ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The night of the murder. On the night of the murder were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to the mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Yeah, I don't believe you. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Huh. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? Probably because, uh, Miles, whatever his name is, um, fabricates evidence and tries to get whatever he needs. He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police, courts. To me, to me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. I bet so. All right, Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp, by the way? Anyway, honestly, I don't know. But judging by the severe, like, high qualityness, I wouldn't doubt it's like some kind of like game company, maybe like medicine developing company. Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. Oh, I was way off. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. So they're basically a cookie buying and selling. Like, they're basically, I'm assuming that they're basically stealing cookies off of people's devices and then selling them to the highest bidder. That's the only thing I can bet. Sell information. Yeah, that's obviously most likely what they're doing is illegal. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. Do I really need to say it? Do I really need to say it? And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. He's not helping his case here for looking like a complete idiot. Fantabulistic, is it not? The painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being, my point is simple. Or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? It's Mr. Right. Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? I'm a lawyer! Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. No need to insult me like that. I know that Phoenix isn't that rich of a lawyer, but still. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? What happened? He punched me? Yeah, that makes way too much sense. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Anyway, charge away. I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? Oh, trust me, Phoenix. That is one of the biggest understatements ever. Oh my god. I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. It's Grossburger. It's Grossberg's. Yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Okay, I gotta go back to Rossburg Law Office. Okay, I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Go ahead, do it. Ahem. Jumping Jehoshaphat's? Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Well, he is old, and he is a man. Hmm, I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Okay, let's talk to him. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? Why was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister. That poor girl. My boy, I owe you my things. Truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, I just had to check and see how long I've been recording. Your refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have to know, right? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. Okay. Well, he does seem troubled about something. A little more so than usual. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just, the big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there on there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention with parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Yeah, that is by far one of the most obvious things by now. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. That, or they're lovers. He's blackmailing you is most likely the obvious thing. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. Yep, I knew it. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you are Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. Yeah, obviously Mr. White did something. What's he talking about? Red White is a man known who makes his living through intimidation. I could have guessed that from a mile away. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I mean, that's kind of obvious since Red White did mention that Blue Corp is a company for information selling. So yeah, I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? That is a really long time. Heck, I'm only 20. That's like, what, 3/4 of my whole life? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of the photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. Is it hard for me to tell you this, my boy? But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. impossible? Why? I'm wondering the same thing. Why is it impossible? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. DL6 incident. What is a DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. Spirit medium. I can see where this is going. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Oh. Yeah, that was where I was guessing this would go. Faye. Indeed. She was Mia's mother. Yeah, I knew that's where it was gonna go, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's see what the rest of this dialogue is. She had been investigating a murder at the banquet of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. Yeah, I knew that's what she was talking about. I knew she wasn't crazy. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. So, I'm assuming that Mr. White did that. Whatever that murder was for. Reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was a top secret at the time. Yeah, I bet. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using media. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. Oh, you told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked. The police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Yeah, I knew something about that would happen. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. Oh, I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay, let's go to the Bay & Co. law offices. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. So, it's obviously the shelf. All these cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which of these files should I look at? AI. Let's see if there's any A recorded in this file. That catches my eye. ABF. Missy Faye. And that's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Oh. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man who sold the information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops here. I think I know who it is. It's obviously Red White. So Mia knew Grossberg. Wasn't Grossberg her mentor or something, though? Alright. JS. Let's see. through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I should skim some of these. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here all end in S. Suicide? Ew. She had a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping was added to the court record. Oh. Alright. That should be good for right now. Alright, sorry about that. I was just trying to let my motorcycle, pass through before I started again. Alright, let's go back to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? I don't trust you. Transparent. Okay. Blackmail. There's no point in asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Something stuck to my face? Why, yes. There's my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth. But of course, I jest. You need not to restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Alright, let's talk about Miss May. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I've got to put this guy on the spot real quick. What's the matter? You seem stressed. Night of the murder. This guy is a pro at pulling wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot quick. Stop that. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. Oh. You know what? Let's put this. Wait. I can't use anything here. Crap, I don't know what I can do. What can I do? Wait, I gotta present him with the newspaper clippings. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article descripting the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got out and leaked to the press. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.